So how much does this cost?
In total, for everything that you got, ceramic coating, windshield protection film, and the full body paint protection
Window
film.
tint too?
And window tint.
Yeah. And I got windshield too, by the way.
Yes.
How much? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, I'm getting my car back. Now, some of you guys have been asking me this question. How much money did it cost to get my car fully PPF'd? And I'm talking about the entire car, everything. And I got ceramic coating done on top of that. I also PPF'd my windshield, including the tint. We're gonna get some pricing. I'm gonna ask some questions to the installer and owner of Luxury Auto House. Let's jump into the video. All right, so you guys have met Nico before on the channel. What's up, man?
We're good, man.
Dude, you do some really good work here. Number one, first and foremost. But I know people want to kind of get an idea of the cost, but really the time that goes into this. So how long have you been laying PPF, for example?
So I've been laying PPF for 6+ years with my wife, Jordan. Before we lay any of the PPF, we like to do a paint correction and make sure all the edges are nice and clean. So it takes about a day to do a full paint prep on the vehicle. Then we go ahead and remove mirrors and any necessary pieces that we need to take off. And then we go ahead and clay bar the whole vehicle, prep all of the floors, make sure there's no dust in the air, and then we start getting ready for all the panels to get laid, and it's a lot of prep.
Yeah. So in other words, what you just said, you prep the floors in the shop.
Yeah.
So you spray down the floors, that way when you're walking around,
there's no dirt getting picked up and there's just no hair in the air. And
yes.
It's a long process, but it comes out super clean, and we just want the best for our customers.
Nice. So here's the question everybody wants to know. Why is PPF all over the map? I've heard 12,000 for full wraps. I've heard 5,000 for other things, 4,000, 6,000, the numbers are everywhere. So why is that?
So there's plenty of different packages that are meant for different customers, you know. So if you have a track car or a daily or whatever it needs, there's a different package for everybody.
Okay.
So if you want just like a front clip protection and you want to save a little bit of money, we can just do just the front. Or if you're worried about the rocker panels, or if you have a truck and you're worried about your tailgate, there's plenty of different options for everybody.
Nice.
And the prices vary between different brands, you know. There's a lot of different people that use higher quality versus lower quality, name brand, no name. And then as far as the install goes, a lot of pricing varies between the labor because of the pre-cut kits versus a hand cut kit. So it's a custom install or a computer cut, and there's a lot of different things that can go into it, changing the price.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, and one thing I'll tell you guys too is this. You guys use Carlos PPF, and theirs is 8 mil.
8 mil.
What's the next one up from 8 mil?
So the next step up is called Carlos Might. So it's 10 mils thick. So that's for like you're taking it to the track every day kind of car. Yeah. And it's just, that's for your super protection. You're not going to get no rock chips or heavy scratches. And that's going to change the price because it's going to be more expensive.
And it's harder to install too.
It is a lot harder to install. It's not as pliable.
Yeah, and one thing I'm going to mention, so I have gotten PPF done on other cars. I had an R8. Not to put anyone down, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Not every installer is the same. I'm going to be completely honest. If I didn't have Nico and Wifey doing this for me, I would have not done a full PPF. They are the best price currently right now, but it's not because of the quality of the wrap. It's not because of the quality of the work. It's because they just started their business. They have a ton of experience, but they're trying to grow what they have here. So they're a little bit more competitive. And I'm telling you guys, I'm going to show you guys later in the video just the sides of the car, everything that they've done. So as I said earlier, they just got done with the ceramic coating, and the car looks totally different, dude. It looks different from the PPF that you added on there. So yes, if you are in the Utah area or if you are driving through, reach out to Nico. I'll put his information here for sure. So here's the last question. Now, if someone can't obviously come here to get their PPF done, what are some good questions to ask an installer?
It's a great question. I would definitely start off with what brand of film and
Yes.
whether they're going to do a pre-cut kit or a hand cut.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask them if they're going to disassemble your vehicle. Ask them if you're going to get a paint correction before you're going to get your PPF.
Good question, yeah.
Because you don't want to see big swirls underneath or hazing. You might have a couple rock chips, so you might want it touched up, and they might not offer it. Warranty. There's a lot of different warranties depending on film. You know, there's a 5-year, there's a 10-year, there's one in between. Some films have a built-in ceramic coating. I would definitely ask for that as well. And just install experience, how long they've been doing it, and just make sure it's a reputable shop.
Yeah. No, that's, again, I appreciate your time when doing this, man, because these are just questions that people don't even know to ask. They just want to get their car protected. Now, in terms of lifetime, like how long does a PPF wrap last on a car?
So it varies. If you're going to garage keep it, the warranty is 10 years regardless if you're going to keep it outside or inside.
Okay.
But if you garage keep it and you keep it out of the sun, you hand wash it, it can last up to 15 plus years.
Okay.
So, and if you keep up with doing a ceramic coating on top and protecting it as much as you can, it can last even longer.
There you go. Dude, thank you so much for this, man. I am completely satisfied. My car looks totally different from the time I picked it up. Even the second time, like I said, the PPF made it more glossier, but man, that ceramic coating, it added just a little extra gloss to the paint. It looks perfect, man. Now I don't have a primer, now I have a glossy primer. I'm sure you guys are going to be ticked off at me if I don't have him give you guys prices. So here, hold on one second. So how much does this cost?
In total, for everything that you got, ceramic coating, windshield protection film, and the full body paint protection
Window
film.
tint too?
And window tint.
Yeah, and I got windshield too, by the way.
Yes.
How much?
You're looking at about like 11,000.
Okay.
You know, it varies between what you want to do, but for this job specifically, he was looking at about $11,000.
Okay. Let me go rob a bank real quick because he knows it's gonna be that much. I'm just kidding, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, if you have a specialty car, I mean, even here, real quickly, you know, obviously most people are gonna wreck. They're gonna not wreck. No one wants to wreck their car, but if you're gonna wrap your exotic, that's one thing. But some people are going to wrap just their regular SUVs, even like cars like this. You know, people are getting a full PPF wrap on them because if you don't want to have to run your car through a car wash, I respect that because you're gonna get swirl marks, right? And so PPF, if you're in a rush and you need your car clean, it's nice to be able to have that protection on the paint already. Although I don't necessarily recommend you run a car through a car wash. I would tell everyone.
We don't either.
Yeah, just have him do it for you. Nico can wash your car for you. But yeah, there's a lot of work getting done here. They touch a lot of cars, and like I said, they're very experienced. This one's getting the wheels PPFs or powder coat, excuse me. Yeah. So again, even if you have a regular car that you're going to keep for a long time, it might make sense to get that protection because it gives it that glossy look. And I just think it just makes you feel happy about your car too. So yeah, again, thank you, bro. Seriously.
Of course.
When I first picked up this car from the dealership, I was actually shocked at how much metallic flake GM put in this seaweed gray paint. Most people would probably think this is a flat color, but there's actually some metallic flake in the seaweed gray. It's like orangish, goldish color in there. When you add the PPF, it does really bring out the depth to this paint, and it looks really good, like rolling down the road for sure. Adding the ceramic coating shocked me because when they pulled it out of the shop into the sun, the car looked even more glossier. So even though this is like that old school, you know, what do they call it? The primer gray. It has a lot of gloss to it now with the PPF. So when you look at the carbon fiber, that's where you really see the depth to that PPF and ceramic coating. Look at the overall like glossiness of the carbon fiber here. You can really see that weave a lot better too. But the question will always be, is this really worth, you know, the potential $10,000 you're going to spend on this? Now, obviously, I did get a pretty good deal on this, and I would recommend if you are someone who wants just to get an idea of pricing on your car, just reach out to Nico or Jordan at Luxury Auto House and have them price out, you know, what it would cost to get this done. If you're looking to buy a car like this, from my experience, I feel as though when you go to sell these cars, it's so nice to let people know that when you bought it, the first modification you did was PPF the entire car. Most people, if they're going to spend the money to do this, it means that they're going to take care of the car. So I recommend, if you're looking to buy a car like this, this is a much needed upgrade. Now, I know that some people can't spend $10,000, and I get that. But again, you can always do the front end, the mirrors, and just the side of the car if you want, and then you can finish off the rest of it in the future. But yes, the ceramic coating, I would have never had them do it. Now, Carlos does add ceramic coating to the PPF. Most likely it's going to be more of a basic ceramic coating, which is why Nico decided just to add that extra layer to the PPF, and it really is a game changer. Now, they did redo the roof because I did notice, like, on the edges here, it was starting to come up, and so he actually rewrapped this. Of course, no extra charge to me, and they do really good work. I mean, if you were to, you know, really get close to the car, you really can't tell that they wrapped this car. I mean, like, they really go pretty deep in. Now, this is that pre-cut, so you can see, like, right here, you can see that. But apart from that, I mean, on the front end, you don't really notice, you know, where they, like, wrapped it at or something like that. I mean, there's a few spots here and there, but again, they did a great job. And if I had to do it all over again, I would do the exact same thing. I think that the car looks so much better and it's protected. So if I want to go on any car rallies or if I want to go to a racetrack, I don't have to put the blue tape all over the car, things like that. And if you keep the car out of the sun, it'll last more than 10 years. I mean, this car is going to live in the garage, or it'll live in my black trailer if we don't have a garage. So yeah, again, I really hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to reach out to Luxury Auto House if you do live out here, or if you plan on driving through Utah and you want to spend a few days out here and just drop your car off to them, you can have your car fully protected. So yes, it's definitely worth the coin if you plan on keeping your car a long time.